Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boys from the Over the Road Wrestling Podcast. This is your man Trey, aka OTR Trey, aka Treyway, aka Thursday Night Trey, aka Watch Party Trey.
Hey, what's good, everybody? This is your boy, aka OTR Messiah, aka Prediction Champ, aka soon to be WrestleMania Prediction King. You heard that right, not champ, king.
All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 196. This is our WrestleMania 42 predictions. We took a week off, but we are back and we've got to hit y'all with everything that's been happening over the last couple of weeks being involved. Some other WrestleMania news, some AEW news because some big things happened over the weekend and this week. They're actually on right now as we're recording, but yeah, man. Are you excited for WrestleMania 42? Let's go ahead and get that first question out.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. Some people feel like this build has been ass. I'm one of them, but I'm still
I mean,
excited for the show.
I
But
wouldn't say ass. Is it the best that they've done? No, but I mean, they got some good matches that I'm looking forward to.
well, before we break down all the matches, give me the two matches that you're most looking forward to.
You already asked me this question.
Well, I'm gonna ask you again because the prediction show.
I'm gonna say, of course, Oba and Brock.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's looking forward to that. And I'm interested to see how this CM Punk and Roman Reigns is going to go.
Okay. Yeah, and mine is definitely Punk and Roman because I'm very curious, especially based off of that promo that they gave on Monday.
Yeah.
And then I would say Brock and Oba, but I'm also really interested in the Stephanie and Liv match, especially with all the damn bruises that Liv got. She on ESPN First Take with that knot on her forehead and them two black eyes. I was like, damn, like she really got fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we will be starting out with our predictions going for night one. All right, since the tickets are now 25% off for night one, you gonna get some?
Yeah, okay. Tickets are 25% off, but the flights are still high as hell.
And the tickets are 25% off through Monday, but he didn't say nothing about night two, only night one.
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. Night one. So night one, so we got the two opening matches for nights one and two. Both, for everybody that doesn't know, WrestleMania apparently before we actually get into that, WrestleMania is actually going to have a 3-hour pre-show. So it says here, this from
pre-show.
Sky Wrestling. It says WrestleMania 42 is set to run 17 hours with 8.5 hours each night. So the actual event starts at 6, but they'll probably start their pre-show at like 3 or 3:30. So
that's a long ass show.
I will be doing a watch party for both nights, but I will not doing the pre-shows. I will not.
Man, even still at 6 o'clock, that's still a long ass freaking watch party.
Yeah, but this is the only time that WWE gives us more than 4 matches, so it's worth it. But anyway, so yeah, so WrestleMania again starts at 6 p.m. and if you don't have ESPN Unlimited, it doesn't matter because for the first hour of both nights, you'll be able to watch it on regular ESPN if you have that. So you get the first hour. Which is a trick that they always do, but I think because they didn't do this. This is the first WrestleMania on ESPN though, I think. Yeah, because last year was on Peacock.
Yeah, last year was on Peacock. Yep.
So yeah, and then everybody knows the rumors about how ESPN hasn't been happy with the ratings or whatever from WWE, which is why this week you've been seeing everybody from WWE put on every single sports show imaginable. But how before we get to the matches, how do you feel about the first hour being free, and how do you feel about how they're marketing the wrestlers on all these shows?
I think the first hour being free is stupid, in my opinion.
Why?
Because it don't make no sense. You're gonna show the first hour for free just for people just to watch one match. They're never going to go over and pay the money to get
You
the
don't
app.
you don't. That's the plan. The plan is that they get so excited about what they're seeing, and you tell them what's coming next, that they be like, "Oh man, I'll get the unlimited real quick."
That's that. That's that old school shit. That's what that is.
Yeah. It's like when they would have Sunday Night Heat, and then Sunday Night Heat would bleed into the pay per view. But if you didn't have the pay per view, you missed everything. So you'd have to try to figure it out.
Hey, listen, we'll see. If it works, it works. I ain't mad at it if it does.
Let's see what we got here. What's this? Darab McDarcy. He says they're gonna ruin Obafemi like they did Braun Strowman. I hope not. Good
Oh
lord.
God, I hope not. You mean like they did Keith Lee? That's what I would compare it to.
Brother, I can't. I do not have. You know how to say that, Jay?
I'm not even going to attempt it. But what's up, man?
He said
Shout
he
out to
watching from
Brazil.
Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Thank you. Oh, we international. Okay, got the people out there in Brazil. But I don't think it's stupid because AEW low key does the same thing because they run they run their pre show 0 hour. They run that for an hour on YouTube or Amazon Prime, whatever, for free. And then when the pay per view hits, like the last time, when the one of those gauntlets bled into the pay per view. So I get the trick, and I ain't mad at the trick.
It gives you that old school feel. That's exactly what it gives you. It gives you that old school, like you were saying, that Sunday night heat feel that they used to have. And then, you had to flip over and buy the pay per view so that you could watch the main events and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying I don't appreciate the nostalgia of it, but it's not like back in the day where you would just flip over and, buy the pay per view. Like you got to sign up for the ESPN app. So
I mean, the shit's gonna be on for like 5 hours, so you
that is,
got time to sign up.
that is true.
Um, but what's your thought? So they do this every pay per view, but I guess because or PLE, I'm sorry, but because it's WrestleMania and it's a 2 night event, they're literally shoving all the wrestlers down our throat. Pause.
Listen,
Do what you gotta do, I guess.
that's what okay. That's the best way to say it. All right, yeah. Do what you gotta do.
Okay, and then JD may be joining us, so I kind of want to wait before we get into the other stuff that happened, like Jay Uso and Cameron. I want to wait. I want to wait for that. They're not fighting till night 2 anyway. Um, no, they're fighting night 1.
They're
Shit,
fighting night one. I was about
fighting
to say
night
that's
1.
how the
Damn, they
argument
opened this
started.
shit. All right, so these are the matches. So night 1, my mistake. We have Division, Logan Paul and Austin Theory with I Show Speed with Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman pulling double duty this weekend. Versus the Usos and LA Knight in a 6-man tag team match. So of course, they take the titles off the Usos, but instead of giving them a rematch at Mania, they find a way to get LA Knight in there by introducing Speed into the feud. So now we got the 6-man title match. So we'll talk about these after I run them down.
Wait, it's not a title match, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I was about to say. You said a
That's what I said.
6-man title match. That's what you threw me off
I
with.
meant tag match, 6-man
Oh.
tag match. They don't have trios like AEW. We have Jake. And then I guess this is the order. I'm looking at this on Wikipedia, so I guess this is the order of how they're going to do it. So we do know what the first match is. Second match they have up here is Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. Third, we have Stephanie Vicaire versus Liv Morgan singles match for the Women's World Championship. Fourth, we have AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Fifth, we have the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jackson, Lash Legend versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus the Bella Twins, but maybe we'll find out on Friday. But apparently, Nikki Bella is a game time decision because of that ankle injury that she has. So they may or may not be at Mania, and they may or may not get replaced by, let's say, the Kabuki Warriors. I mean, that'd be the only people that can replace them, I guess.
I guess so.
Um,
Yeah.
and this is a fatal four way for the women's tag team championship. Sixth match, we have Gunther versus Seth Rollins. We'll get into the reasons as to why this match is happening. And then seventh and finally to end the night, they don't have it up here, but we have Cody Rhodes, the champion, and rumor is Jelly Roll will be in his corner versus Randy Orton with Pat McAfee, as we know. So,
Okay.
starting from the top. Oh, hold on. Oh, and I think depending on the basketball schedule, because I think the playoffs start on Saturday. WrestleMania may get moved from ESPN to ESPN2 depending on the night
Oh my God.
because we got basketball.
That is, yeah.
All right, so let's start off with the tag match, the 6-man tag match. Uh, are you excited how we got here? Are you excited to see what we get from Speed? Like, what's your thoughts on this?
I'm still trying to figure out the angle that we're playing with Speed here. I'm trying to see, is he really with Logan Paul and what's his name, or is he going to turn on them at WrestleMania, kind of pull like a Mike Tyson move like he did when he turned on DX?
Mm,
I mean, I'm okay with the match. The only reason I'm okay with the match is because Speed has put some effort into wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's not like another celebrity that just comes out of woodwork and they never had a wrestling match or anything like that, and then they're just jumping in the ring. You know what I mean?
hmm.
Speed has had his Royal Rumble experience, and then he also had on his show on YouTube when it was Ice Show Speed Goes Pro, and he actually did a match on Evolve. So he's put some time into training. So I'm excited to see like what he does in the ring.
Yeah. What up, Truth? Yeah, because so Speed was at Radio Row, I guess, interviewing people like on his stream. He had Liv Morgan come up there, but he also had Becky Lynch come up there, and Becky told him that he needs to not trust Logan and Austin because the Vision is responsible for why Seth got hurt and why he was taken off of TV and why he was kicked out and everything. So Becky was trying to plant seeds that Speed needs to not trust them. I feel that because Speed has been reluctant this whole time um, to fully embrace being with the Vision, and then but of course they showed the training montage on Monday because they're trying
Yeah,
to get him ready. So I don't know. I low key feel like Speed is going to like fully embrace being a part of the Vision. It would make sense because honestly, I told y'all a couple weeks ago that the way that the Vision is going, Bronson Reed doesn't need to be in it anymore because he's 37 years old. They need the 30 and unders, and Speed's like 23. So I don't think he would end up being like a full timer like Logan, but he'd be somebody that you know what I'm saying could be like a Pat McAfee where he could heal off on his stream to millions of people, kids, get them more invested. I could see him being an affiliate of the Vision after this, not
yeah.
necessarily a full blown member. 'Cause I don't think he'll be there every week. But I'm excited for the match. Let's go to the other side of that. The Usos and LA Knight. What's your thoughts? Do you like that they found a way to get LA Knight into WrestleMania?
I mean, they not just LA Knight. They found a reason for LA Knight and the Usos into WrestleMania because at this point, it didn't make sense for the Usos to even be in WrestleMania, which is wild to me
I
because
mean, if they had a rematch for the tag titles,
I
you
guess
could have
so.
done it that way
Yeah, yeah,
because they're the only tag titles that matter. Because the ones on SmackDown, I mean, shit, nobody cares about those. So,
uh,
but I don't know everything because of everything. Because remember, it was rumors that LA Knight was going to be Brock Lesnar's open challenge opponent. it was rumors they might throw him in there with Gunther. They just didn't
Yeah.
know what the hell to do with LA Knights. So much so that we talked about him asking to be moved from SmackDown to Raw because they didn't know what they were doing with him. So I
I
don't know.
think that I think it was a good move moving LA Knight from SmackDown to Raw full time.
Yeah. And he's got a lot of storylines up there. Like just because Seth is quote unquote a good guy, I don't even know if you call him a good guy. He's more like a vigilante. Like he's just trying to get his own justice.
Oh,
So, but he still had, but LA Knight still got beef with Seth. So you can always run that again if you wanted
that's
to, but
true.
then flip it and have LA Knight turn heel to go after Seth if you want to spice it up since Seth is on his John Wick shit. So what's good, Xandel? Um, but yeah, I think that match should be good. You think that's the right choice to open up night one?
Yeah, that match is definitely an opener. So
I mean, when you think about it, other than Pat McAfee, you have your two biggest social media stars, and you open WrestleMania with Logan Paul and I Show Speed.
yep.
So that's good marketing. So we just gonna go in order from how they have it. Uh, oh, we gotta pick a winner. Vision
Oh,
or the Usos.
I'm going with the Usos and LA Knight, but I'm going with them because I still think that Speed is turning on the Vision.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Vision.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Vision because I'm still kind of I don't know. I'm still kind of iffy on the Usos relationship. I'm still kind of iffy on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zandel's got the Vision. Truth has the Usos. Okay, so me and Zandel are aligned, and you and Truth are aligned right now. Uh,
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
now, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what we are also going to be doing is we are now going to be introducing bonus points for so where if you predict something to happen, you get an extra 2 points. So let's say you predict a heel turn and it happens, that
So
would
what if
count.
so what if I
Huh?
predict so what if my prediction comes true with Speed turning on the Vision? Do I get double points for that?
Let's see. Well, if he turned, well, he's not really with them, so it would be more like if Jay Uso turned on Jimmy.
Man, you trying to rob me of my points. Okay, that's
Trying to
fine.
rob you of
That's
nothing.
fair.
Or
That's fair. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
let's say like if you said I think KSI is going to come out and he's going to turn on Logan and help Speed and the Vision, like something like that.
Man, son, how is that? He ain't even part of the Vision.
No, but him and Logan have been cool, and
Yeah,
he's
but that
helped
I don't think
Logan
you should
in
get
matches.
extra.
I'm
I
saying
don't think
stuff like that.
KSI has damn near got involved in almost every single match that Logan Paul has been in. That
But that
ain't that.
being said, Speed turns on the Vision. Okay. All right, fuck it, fuck it. If y'all want to do it like that, fine. If Speed turns on the Vision, then you get 2 extra points. How about that?
Okay,
All right,
I'll accept.
you lucky Truth said something because I wasn't gonna have that. He said, "Won't matter. The Vision still winning. This ain't about wins and we already got the thing for wins and losses. This is just extra. This is the cherry on top. It's just extra stuff." All right. So next, Jenga Fatu versus Drew McIntyre unsanctioned match.
Mm.
All right. So when it's unsanctioned, that means that technically there isn't a winner or a loser, correct?
Yeah, that's what I understand about it. To me, the loser is the person that can't continue anymore in the match,
It's
right?
pretty much like a last man standing.
That's what I thought. Okay. Um, I'm gonna have to go with Jacob on this one.
Hmm. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Well, technically. technically unsanctioned means there will be a winner. It just won't be. It just won't be recorded. It
Yeah,
just means it just means that quote unquote they're not held liable. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like pretty much, if you break your back and your career gets ended, you can't sue. Something like that.
yeah, but it's supposed to be like a no. It's also like no holds bar,
Yeah,
all
it's
that stuff.
everything.
Like, yeah,
Anything's allowed, but it's still but there still is a 1, 2, 3 or a tap
yeah,
because lights out. Because I feel like lights out and unsanctioned are the same thing, where they count but they don't count. Like it just doesn't go in the record books.
I got you.
Yeah. All right. So Jacob said you say Jacob. Xando says Jacob. Truth says Jacob. Yeah, Xando's unofficial. Got it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be aligned with y'all on this one. I don't I don't really see the point in Drew winning right now. Um, what I would love is if the person that attacked Jacob got involved.
Mm,
But the thing is, I thought that I still think it's Cody, but he already has a match, so I
yeah,
know he
no.
ain't going to be it. So yeah, we just gonna go with 5-2 on this one. How long do you think this match is gonna go?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a good. I feel like all these matches at WrestleMania are gonna run about a good 15, 20 minutes. This one, since
Mm,
it's unsanctioned, might go 30 plus. I don't think it's not gonna go like an hour. I'm thinking
yeah.
like 35.
Okay. All right. Next we have uh the Women's World Championship. Stephanie Vicaire versus Liv Morgan. You already know who I'm going with.
Live.
Is that who you going with too?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Would you like to explain your reasoning?
No, it's time for them to take that belt off of her. That's it.
And why is that?
Because the title run has been ass.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. You're damn right it has. I've been trying to tell y'all, don't nobody won't listen to me.
Listen, I was for them putting the title on her, but I thought that they were going to bring some creative shit with it, some new stuff, like
No, you did
have
not.
her
You did
fake.
not think that. Stop it. No, you
I
did
said
not.
that. That's what I said.
Oh my God. You did not think that.
Well, I said
Oh,
that. I
what I
said that
missed.
they could put the belt on her, and then once they put the belt on her, they could do so much with it, and they did nothing.
I'm
I
just trying
admitted
to
to that.
stop all this. Oh, hold on. Let's introduce you properly, sir. Hold
Oh Lord.
on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. OTR Mic Drop in the building.
What's going on, everybody? What I miss?
I'm
So
just
we're
trying
talking
to.
about.
I'm just holding Jay's feet to the fire about this whole because he said Stephanie's going to lose because her title reign has been ass, and I said that they shouldn't have put it on her in the first place because I knew that it was going to be ass because I knew they didn't have anything. It would have been better to put that shit on fucking EO because they could do the story they're trying to tell now with Oscar. But I digress.
I don't remember. I don't remember none of that.
Uh, so welcome, sir. What? Oh, this predictions. We are adding bonus points. So if something happens, you get an extra 2 points if you are correct on it.
Mm, okay.
So we went over the first match, which is the Vision and Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. Jay's prediction for his extra points is that Speed will turn on the Vision. Uh,
The only way that I see that is if Danhausen gets in the midst of it.
Ooh.
ooh, I forgot about Danhausen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because Speed is technically cursed.
so Danhausen is in. He's supposed to be involved in like both nights of WrestleMania. So
Mm,
yeah,
okay. So would yours be Danhausen gets involved and that's how the Vision loses?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Hold on. I gotta write these down.
yeah.
And then
Danhausen.
if that let's say everything is on the up and up, who you got winning?
I still got the Usos and LA Knight. I think LA Knight might be the one to capture the victory, though. He probably gonna get the pin on Logan Paul.
Okay. Yeah, I picked Division. Uh, okay. And then we went to next match. It was Jacob versus Drew in an unsanctioned match. So who you got?
Oh, I got Jacob all the
All
way.
right, so everybody has Jacob. And where you came in was we were talking about Stephanie versus Liv.
After what happened on Raw, I definitely see like more of a Liv winning. Although I know that uh Raquel and Roxanne probably gonna interfere in that.
So if they do interfere, do you think that they cost Liv? Either
No,
on purpose or by accident?
no. But what I do see is, it's always some shenanigans at the Monday Night Raw after
Mhm.
WrestleMania. So if anything, I see something happening at Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I think that I'm
I think
definitely
it's
going.
I think it's more Raquel's gonna turn.
Yeah. Xander said interference by Cam. Okay, matter of fact, let's talk about it. Going back to the vision. Okay, what was y'all thoughts when y'all saw when y'all saw Jay Uso pull Cameron over the table? That
I'm
shit
not
was
gonna lie,
funny
I
as
like
hell.
it. I
Because
think it
when
was
Cam said, "I can't smell what the Usos cooking," I hollered.
that was
Yeah.
a good that was a good crash out. That was a good crash out by Jay. So
Okay, so I do want to talk about that, right? Because I know it's not gonna happen, but all that points to like Jay turning heel. But I don't know. It something's gonna happen with Jay
Matter of fact,
Uso.
that's my bonus point. Jay turns on Jimmy. That's my bonus
you want to know what I think is gonna happen with Jay? Y'all
Yeah.
really want to know?
point.
I think Jay's taking this title off of Roman after he beats CM Punk.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's what I think.
Yeah. But they've already done a tribal combat match, right?
Yeah, they
Mhm.
have, but
Yeah,
I'm
Okay.
just saying. I think Jay crashes out, turns heel, and I think Jay's taking this title off of Roman. I
Yeah.
don't know when. Maybe SummerSlam, but I feel like
well,
it's happening.
the Usos better watch out because Freaky Zeke is on a flight to Vegas. I'll probably bring Hell Rail with him. But one of my favorite lines from when they was going back and forth is Cam asked Jay. He was like, uh, he's like, how's it feel having you being a part of the wrestling game 2K and all that? And he was like, and Jay was like, well, it's cool. I don't have to download myself or create myself. You probably got to do that, don't you? Create a wrestler. I don't got to do that. And then Cam was like, so what you like better, being in a tag team or being solo? And Jay said, yeah, I like being solo. I love my solo run, but I probably rather be with my brother. And then and then Cam was like, yeah, that makes sense. You can't do it on your own. You want to be with your brother.
He was baiting him the whole entire time, but what he really got him was he told him, "How come you ain't bring no Sunday night wrestlers with you?" And that's when
Bro,
I was like,
That shit
"Oh
was
yo,
funny as
that
hell.
part,
All
I
these
was
Saturday
like,
night niggas.
I was like, oh shoot.
And then Jay was like, it's good. It's all good, Cam. It's all good.
Yeah.
I can't smell what the Usos cooking. Oh man, Jay been winning all weekend, in the last day, because later on he went on to Nightcap and they asked him about when he posted "She's Mine" on
Yeah.
Instagram, and
Yep.
he was
Mhm.
like, "Man, y'all already know she the baddest one down there." So without saying her name, he pretty much confirmed that he's with Jada Parker,
Yeah,
which we already knew, but
we already knew that.
Yeah.
respect,
Yeah.
respect. He said, "Oh, Jay said." I said Truth said Jay is winning King of the Ring and takes Roman at SummerSlam.
I think so. I don't know about King of the Ring. I don't know if it's King of the Ring or if they really do it right. Oh no, it's after SummerSlam. See, this is why I'm annoyed that they moved Money in the Bank until after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because Jay winning Money in the Bank would have been perfect for him to turn on Roman.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go ahead and now that we're all caught up, what?
I just want to throw something out there, and maybe wouldn't it, because they have the Bloodline in the MFT. What if they did a match at Money in the Bank for head of the table, and they held the Ula Fala, and they had all members of the Bloodline in that?
Yeah, I mean, I
Ula
probably
Fala
would like
over the top tribal chief.
No, ladder match.
Yeah, but I say, hey, ladder match and the Ula Fala's just hanging up there.
That'd be crazy.
How would y'all feel if the MFTs and the Bloodline made a super group, kind of like the NWO Elite back in the day?
So you seen that? Oh, because somebody had posted about that on TikTok. Like they were saying that a scenario would be after Roman wins, if Roman wins, that he bring all members of the Bloodline. Like he was the one who brought Solo to Monday Night Raw this past Monday, and just explain how it strengthened numbers, and they created like the Monsters group that takes over all of WWE.
Yeah, well, you saw that Solo low-key kind of hinted at it on Monday when he was talking to the Usos. But the thing is, Tama Tonga's going rogue because he's over here listening to Shinsuke.
Yeah, I think the OG Bloodline is coming back together.
I think so too. That's why I keep saying the MFTs. I'm not trying to be mean, but they're not really relevant. And if you look at what the MFTs are doing right now, they're about to turn on Solo anyway.
Yeah,
and is it all of them or is it just Tama?
They're gonna side. I mean, that's his brothers.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
except for JC Mateo, but or should I say, what's his name from? I didn't know JC.
From New Japan.
No, I didn't know JC Mateo was in Lucha Underground as El Cuerno. El Cuerno, the one with the mask that was like the bodyguard of the owner from Lucha Underground.
Oh, well, you know, I didn't watch it.
You had to watch it.
Yeah. All right. So going back to where we were, so everybody's got Liv. Okay. All right, next match. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch.
I got Becky.
I got Becky too.
I got AJ Lee.
We know. Would love him some AJ Lee.
Hey, listen.
The funny shit is CM Punk was getting on Roman and continues to get on Roman for not showing up. Yet his wife is a champion and she's been on Raw how many times since she's won that IC title?
Yeah.
Like that's why her and Becky's build, if the most scathing thing is AJ saying that I'm your daughter's favorite wrestler, like what are we doing? Like what are we talking about? Becky literally just got on the podcast and said that their daughter thinks that Cody Rhodes is her dad. Like, what are we talking about here?
Oh boy.
Truth said Becky, Zandel said AJ. But seriously, the build to this, have y'all been excited about it? Do you care about it?
I mean, it's relevant, but it's mid-relevant.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The only way, like, they should have played more. If the only thing Becky could talk about is her walking away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how her last WrestleMania, like after she lost, she left the company. I can see if they had like, if Becky was the one who beat her back then, you know what I'm saying? I think that would have been like more relevancy in that. I'm kind of like 50-50 with this match though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm picking Becky just off of like the strong possibility, but low key, I think AJ will win. But I'm gonna stick with Becky.
Yeah, let me tell you, the only way that I'm gonna be interested in this match is if they have Jessica Carr refereeing it. I need her back. I need her back. I need Jessica Carr to be doing this match. And I want to actually see her count a win for Becky. That would be hilarious. All right. So next we have the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Once again, that is the Irresistible Forces, Lash Legend and Nia Jax versus Charlotte and Alexa versus Bailey and Lyra. And again, Nikki Bella is apparently a game time decision. So we may or may not get the Bellas. So they may either do this as a triple threat or they may drop another team in there. Only team I could think of will be the Kabukis. And you can also further their storyline if you do that. And you go actually probably find a way to get Io on WrestleMania if you put the Kabukis in there.
Nah, they'll be better off bringing one of them tag teams from NXT as a surprise entrance.
That's what I said. That's what I think they're gonna do.
Like Fatal Influence. Yep.
Yeah, JC Jane pretty much confirmed that she's leaving.
Yeah.
So going up, and they side note, they said a lot of those matches that happened during NXT Revenge on Tuesday was a sign of who's going to be leaving. So if y'all want to know, go back and look at the results.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, Xandel. He said Roxanne and Raquel.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say that you can give me a scenario or give an answer of if the Bellas are in it or if they get replaced. Who you got?
Bailey and Lyra. Either way.
Regardless.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy, man? I think Lash and Nia retain.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna lose the titles.
What truth? The field wins.
Okay, so pretty much anybody but the Forces.
That's what that means?
Yeah, because the Forces would be the field.
Oh,
so you taking the champions or anybody else? So he's pretty much saying anybody but the champions.
Oh, okay.
That's what that means. I think it would be more intriguing if the Bellas weren't in it. Because honestly, if the Bellas were healthy, and hell, even if they are in this match, I might pick them because
that's what
they're the only like legitimate tag team.
Yeah.
In it.
My thing is, I don't think that Nia and Lash retain only because I see them like after WrestleMania going to singles competitors.
I mean, I can see that too. I'm just my scenario. I think is more so if the Bellas aren't in it. I think that's where my scenario is.
I got you.
If the Bellas aren't in it, I don't see the point of taking the titles off of them.
Yeah.
If the Bellas are in it, I would have probably said that the Bellas will probably win because, well, one statement what Trey was saying is they're the only really true tag team, but they came back just to get the women's tag team championships.
Now I do got a scenario that
would he be for double points?
All right. Yeah, I think I might have to go with Jay.
And the champions retain?
Yeah. And I got a scenario.
All right, what is it?
Lyra turns on Bailey right before they win. And ruins her WrestleMania moment again. Lyra has been helping Bailey get to this WrestleMania point.
I'm about to say, because she ain't ruined her moment last year. That was Becky.
No, that was Becky, but I'm just saying ruin her moment because Lyra has been going above, like, over and beyond to get Bailey a WrestleMania moment. Right? To get her to WrestleMania, basically. She's been talking to Adam Pearce. She's been motivating her and stuff like that, kind of carrying the load. And so I think she turns on Bailey.
I think it's the opposite. I think Bailey, if they lose, Bailey turns on Lyra.
Well, they were going to do that last year, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Jay says. So y'all both have the opposite. Y'all got Bailey. Yeah. So one of them is going to turn.
Yeah.
So you switching your pick to Lash and Nia?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got the Tongan sisters making their debut on either Monday or next Friday. Okay. The Tongan twins. I think
Tongan twins.
Yeah. because they got to put some big guns against Lash and Nia. I know Lash got bigger. Nia dropped weight, but they got to get some big guns to face them.
Okay. Seth versus Gunther.
Gunther wins.
Did you like his reasoning on why he picked Seth?
I don't like the reasoning that half of this stuff that's going on for WrestleMania.
I don't really care for this match. I feel like they just threw this match in so they both can have a WrestleMania match.
Yeah. But
you're picking Gunther, Jay?
Yeah, I think Gunther wins.
I'm gonna go with Seth.
Braun Breaker is cleared.
Yeah, which means that Seth could win by DQ.
Nah, he's not winning by DQ, but
getting speared by Breaker.
Braun Breaker is coming in as another masked man.
I would love that. So you saying that you think Braun's going to show up?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. They still got to finish that whole feud. So, Gunther match that kind of prolongs because Seth was not going to be able to fight anybody of the division. So, this just pushes it out to Backlash, honestly, to where it'll be Seth versus Braun Breaker at Backlash.
And he cashes in his favorite ode by Paul and on Brock later this year.
Yeah, Brock at SummerSlam.
All right, yay. Y'all talked me into it, Gunther. I'm picking Gunther now. Okay, and now the main event of night one. We have the champion Cody Rhodes, with again, rumors are that Jelly Roll will be in his corner, going up against Randy Orton with Pat McAfee in his corner. Who you got and why? Do you really think they're going to have both championships move on both nights?
Nope. And here's the problem that I have with this match. I was cool with the whole Randy Orton turning, and I was cool how everything went until they threw in the Pat McAfee and they threw in the Jelly Roll aspect. And then to me, the whole buildup became dumb as hell. I'm going with Cody.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I don't think they putting the title on Randy.
Didn't you put in a group chat, Shay, that reports are Randy Orton has a lingering
I put it on
issue?
I put it on our story.
Yeah, like that he hurt or something like that. He's hurting.
He's dealing with some kind of injury.
Yeah.
Which is why they brought Pat McAfee in. But I don't know. That could be them just trying to swerve us because nobody likes that Pat got brought in.
Yeah.
I'm still going with Randy Orton with a punt.
Yeah, it says here.
That might change the outcome.
Randy Orton is reportedly not at a full strength as WrestleMania 42 approaches, adding unexpected layer of uncertainty to one of the event's biggest matches.
Child, they about to get him a cortisone shot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I want Randy to win so bad.
But Cody's winning?
No, I'm still picking Randy.
Oh, yeah. I'm picking Randy with a punt.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'm probably wrong about this one. I don't know, man.
No, you got a valid point.
The way this storyline is going and the way this build-up is and everything,
it's like
do I think Randy's going to beat Cody for the title? Yes. Do I think it's going to be at WrestleMania? No.
Okay. So, what's the match you're most looking forward to from night one?
None. It's night one.
Mine is probably Liv and Stephanie, and then Cody and Randy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Drew said, please, Randy Orton win. All right, so let's move on to night two. Once again, the first we're gonna get your thoughts on this, JD. The first two nights, starting at 6 p.m., will be aired on either ESPN or ESPN2, not
For
on
the
the
first
app
hour.
for the first hour. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that? I like it. Jay don't like it.
No, it's a waste, bro. Like that's doing too much. You gotta switch it from ESPN to the app. Like after the first hour, do you know like what? Of course, it's gonna be a commercial to allow people to get there, but or it's gonna be some kind of performance.
I don't
Like
think you're gonna have to switch to the app. I think if you already have the ESPN app,
you
you
could
can
watch
just
the
watch
full.
the entire
Yeah.
thing there. But if you don't have it, then you can watch it on ESPN, and then you can download the app and pay for the subscription and yada 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 yada.
Think about it like this: the first match is the 6-man tag. The second match is the unsanctioned match. That unsanctioned match is probably going to bleed into past the first hour. So that way you got
Probably.
time, because it's an unsanctioned match, you got time to do what you got to do to get unlimited so you can watch the rest of the show, and then you'll have it for the next night. So, you know what I'm saying? I see the play. You put the unsanctioned match number 2.
I don't see this ESPN deal lasting too much longer.
Nah.
Because that's why they doing it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do work with what you got. They already took the letter grades off the PLEs.
I mean, but this is the thing. They're slowly trickling back into a WWE.com type setting with this. What was it? The VIP joint that they just dropped. Yeah, they're going back to being like the sole owner of their own stuff. They tested it out with ESPN to see, because they're sports entertainment, to see if they could get. Don't get me wrong, they're getting the promotion that they need. It's just that it's just it's too much going on with it.
I think either they go back to their own app, or I think everything goes to Netflix.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Might as well just put everything on Netflix. Honestly,
might as well.
They got that Hogan documentary coming out on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like we said, NXT, their PLEs are on YouTube now. They took them off of Peacock.
And they already, like, you got to watch it internationally on Netflix. So they might as well just stream everything through Netflix.
Yeah. Only problem is because I cut my VPN on, try to watch through Netflix. That thing be crashing, boy. Could be so many people on it. The funny thing is, it maybe because when they're doing their boxing events, like the Tyson Fury joint, when I watch it and I don't have a VPN on and I'm just using the US version, goes through smooth. As soon as I cut that VPN on, things start acting up. I still get to watch it though. But
that's because you're trying to use that free VPN. You got to use that subscription one.
I'm paying for mine. I got Surfshark. Shout out to Stephanie McMahon. All right. So with that being said, night 2 is starting with Ova Femi and Brock Lesnar.
First of all, I gotta ask, how do y'all feel about this jump being 8.5 hours?
We talked about that too, because it's 8.5 hours because the actual event starts at 6, but they're going to have like a 3-hour pre-show or like 2.5 hour pre-show.
Oh my goodness!
I told when I'm doing the watch parties, I'm starting it at 6. I don't do pre-shows. That's a whole shift. I'm good.
I was like, yo, what?
It's a combined 17 hours.
Yeah.
Together for both nights.
I feel bad for the people who are there.
Well, okay, if you were going to WrestleMania, what time would you show up?
It ain't that damn 3 o'clock.
Well, but you gotta think, unless they're shooting something for main event, you don't care about that. The stuff starts at 6.
I'm just saying that's me, but there's gonna be people there. Like,
well, people just want to be there because it's WrestleMania. You want to be there
all day. I couldn't do it.
I mean, as much money as you paying for WrestleMania, I would sleep in the arena.
Still couldn't do it.
Absolutely. First of all, if I was going to WrestleMania, I would not be going during the pre-show. I can tell you that much right now.
Yeah.
My butt would be there 15, 20 minutes before the actual show started. It's already a long show. That's too damn long.
Yeah.
I'm old. I need
this jump back.
I need a nap before I do the regular show.
I ain't lying, because I remember it was one WrestleMania that we was watching. I think we was at your old crib, Jay, and like that joke seemed like it was the longest. I think that was when the streak got broke. Yo, that joke was like 7 hours, and I was like, bro,
It was some
Jay
AEW
went,
stuff.
Jay went to sleep.
You know, I nod off in a heartbeat and then come back to life like the Undertaker.
I will say, with the time that AEW be doing on their PLEs, I do sometimes feel like I'm gonna doze off until something picks me up.
Yeah.
Because
And I think it just seems like
I love a good long
it's
wrestling
extra
show,
long
but sometimes, good lord,
I think it just seemed like it's just extra long because we on the East Coast. Like maybe the
Yeah.
West Coast it don't seem as long, like because it's like during the daytime and stuff.
yeah.
It's
Because
like,
if it's starting at 6 here, it's starting at 3 o'clock over there.
yeah, so we pretty much like almost dark. So we like, oh my goodness, I'm about to go to sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, if I'm paying a mortgage to go to WrestleMania, I'm getting everything. I'm getting my money's worth. I'm seeing everything.
Come on, we gotta fly through these. Jay got 8 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who you got, Brock or Oba?
Oba.
Okay, all three of us, Oba. All right. Six pack ladder match for the IC Championship. Penta versus Javon versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio. Who you got?
Javon.
I want Javon to win so bad, man. You know what?
That's one thing.
Just say it. Javon.
I don't think every title's not going to change hands, but I'm going with Javon. I want Javon to win. But
one of our subscriber questions is: will all the titles change hands, and should they?
There's a possibility that they could. There's a
Yes.
big possibility that all of them might change.
I think that they need a reboot and a refresh.
Yeah.
For those paying attention, if you look at my background, I'm damn near giving you who I think is going to win these matches. But when I get to the Dom one, I got stuff about that one.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't even realize I was doing that when I said it, when I made it. All right, Jade versus Rhea for the championship. The WWE Women's Championship.
I'm sticking to my guns on Jade.
Yep.
I'm sticking to my guns on Jade.
Yeah.
All right, right now we are 3 for 3. You think the takeover gets involved? And that's how we get Io come out?
Yes. But I don't, bro. I want to say this: because of certain things that Oscar said, if Io comes out, Io's not coming out to save Rhea.
What you doing?
She's turning on Rhea.
So you think she would link back up with the Kabukis?
Absolutely.
That's just a waste.
It's not.
That is a waste. Because what was the whole point of breaking them up? Just so her and Rhea can have a little tag run? Like, what was the point of breaking them up?
So that they can have a little tag run. That's it.
We want Io versus Asuka. That's what we want.
Now, I could see some chicey shit. It would have been like Io take out Rhea and then throws her on Jade, and then that sets up a match for Io and Rhea. But we don't want to see that match again. But I don't know. I still got Jade
wins the worst match of the night. Is it the worst match of the weekend?
Oh man.
All right, you said over. All right. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams, I believe, with Little Yachty. I'm not sure. Sami did kind of take him out with a haluva kick last week for the United States Championship.
Trick.
That's what I'm picking.
Yeah, I'm picking that too.
I think this is where Sami finally loses it and goes heel.
I'm about to say, do we see a double turn?
Yep.
Where's okay.
Oh, what do you mean double turn?
Sami goes heel, Trick goes face.
Oh, so after Sami loses, he attacks Trick?
Something like that. I mean, or he goes heel during the match, like starts trying to cheat. The fans will make Trick a face. But
so
if Sami cheats and goes in, if Sami cheats, like low blows him and then like haluva kicks him or something, that would make him heel and Trick face automatically like
The
that.
only thing that I could think of that would make Sammy go heel is if Aleister Black gets involved. Not physically involved, but mentally involved.
Whose segments he's been popping up in behind Cody's segments, hasn't he?
Yeah, almost everybody.
I was about to say, damn near almost, yeah.
Because he was about when Randy was in it. When Randy was talking to Jelly Roll, I think in the back, Aleister Black was in the background.
Well, I mean, in the Cody Randy storyline, Aleister Black is popping up in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. We got the Demon, Jay's boy, the Demon Finn Balor versus Dirty Dom singles match.
There is no way you bring the Demon back.
Thank you.
There's no way.
Oh, trust me. I got.
If the Demon loses, I'm never watching wrestling again.
You need a heartbeat.
Bro,
I gotta go with the Demon. It's breaking my heart, but
yes.
Yeah, there's no way you bring him back to lose. No way.
But honestly, because the build has been so ass for Finn and Dom, it makes me believe they're rushing through this because Finn never addressed the stuff that Liv said about it being her idea to take him out. They haven't had any promos going against each other in the ring. All they had was Dom and JD attack him. Then Dom cut a promo, but it was during the Raw commercial break, so nobody even heard it.
Yeah.
Then you bringing the Demon back. Like,
JD and Finn didn't even
Dom
really,
is still cursed, so
JD and Finn didn't even really wrestle. They just fought in the
no,
ring.
it was an attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, True says Finn wins in a squash. Probably. They probably do him like they did MJF last night. He said, Trick, please no Yachty. I need Booker in the entrance.
Yeah, because that Yachty was horrible.
You like the gingerbread man on his sweater?
Whoop that Trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, what is this? Okay.
And then we get to our main event of the weekend. So Jay can finally say that CM Punk has a main event. We got CM Punk, the champion, versus Roman Reigns. Who you got?
So crazy that CM Punk finally gets his WrestleMania main event and he loses the title to Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So, honestly, these predictions are literally coming down to night one because we all picked everybody the same for night two.
Yeah.
I think night two is a little bit more predictable than night one.
Yeah. Only because it's like,
honestly, the match is really coming down to the 6-man tag and the AJ
and Becky.
Well, actually, no, because he got Cody, so never mind. We got some stuff to play with. Pause. We got some matches to play with, and we got the double points. Also, don't forget the double points.
Yeah.
Okay. So, thoughts on the promo that ended Monday Night Raw, where they went from hating each other to saying they hated each other because they respected each other in different ways.
The build has been, it's a freaking roller coaster, man. I do like how they kicked off Monday Night Raw with Roman cutting his promo. I did like that. I liked how they kicked it off with him saying, like, getting everything he needs to get off his chest. Like,
getting all the hypocrisy out.
Yeah, pretty much.
The shit I want Dom to do with Finn. That stuff. That's what I want.
They're playing up on the hypocrisy of CM Punk so bad. It makes you just say there's no way that CM Punk should win this match.
Yeah.
CM Punk hypocrisy makes you want to throw up. I can't stand
that part.
Do you think Roman brings somebody in?
Because I think he beats him clean.
I'm about to say, because that would just prove Punk right that he can't win it by himself. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, because Truth had mentioned there was some shenanigans, and if
I guess it would be on Punk's part, right?
Yeah,
Truth,
maybe.
I don't need nobody's voice cracking. I don't know.
Hey, with that being said, though, I gotta hop off of here. I'm gonna let you boys finish this episode.
Yeah, I just got a few quick hits after. Jay, before you go, night one, night two, which one do you think you're going to enjoy the most?
2, of course.
The more predictable one.
Yeah, 2 is the heavy hitter. Night 1 is the appetizer. 2 is the main course. So, and they got it set up that way this year. So, unfortunately, night 2.
Okay. Oh,
y'all might see me on that
night 2.
that watch party.
Thank you.
We'll see.
Thank you. I'll be here.
We'll
At
see.
least show up for the main events. Like Saturday, I know you be outside, but Sunday you need to be in the house and at least jump on one of these main events, man.
I'm gonna leave it as a mystery. I might pop up.
God.
You never know. And you gotta tune in if you're gonna see. There you go.
That is true. You gotta tune in to see if Jay is going to join us. Tune in.
There you go. I'll catch your boys later.
Please. All right. JD, are you going to be a mystery as well?
Well, I know I won't be on Saturday because I got game Saturday. From
Well, good
3 to 8.
nights.
3 to 8. But this is what I want to say, right? Roman doesn't care. Roman doesn't care if he wins because his family is involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what family does. Do you want to make Jey Uso's crash out even worse?
Yeah, tell me how.
Yeah, you bring a Fatu in, maybe Zilla, maybe Journey, one of them, and Roman says, I brought him here because I knew y'all couldn't get the job done.
I would love it. Okay. Let's say those Samoans do show up. I would love for them. I'd be hyped if somehow Punk got attacked before the match, but we don't know by who. And everybody assumes it's the Usos. But then it turns out to be either Journey or Zilla. They come out either after the match because Punk is hurt, or they come out during the match and they just stand. They don't even touch nothing. They just stand there, and they're not wearing like a black hoodie. They're just standing there, and Roman acts confused as to why they're there, and then he ends up winning.
I'll throw you even one. You know what? I'll add to that chip pile. You know, we playing poker right now, so Punk makes a phone call because he already anticipated the Usos getting involved, right? It would have been better if Paul Heyman was still with Roman, but we're gonna just do it like this. So Punk already anticipates the Usos getting involved just by previous promos. So he calls, maybe Journey and Zilla. All right. They come out, or the Samoan Dynasty music plays.
Ooh. He said he used to babysit Lance.
They come out, and remember, Roman saved Lance before when Lance was a jobber, right? They come out, they stand on Punk's side. Roman's looking confused, but then he starts doing his laugh. Because the referee's going to be out of commission by this time. The referee's getting taken out by a spear.
Yeah.
So,
or an inverted running knee by a Punk or something.
Yeah, something like that. And so then Roman starts laughing, does his big laugh, and Punk is like, what are you laughing about? And then they either walk to Roman's side or they just turn and look at CM Punk. And Roman was like, it's always family above all.
Yeah, because the fact that Punk threw that line out there that I ain't seen one Samoan since you put that green light on me.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. And it would be so much better because Punk said that he loves he loves and respects all the old timers. Like, if Rikishi got a doggone come, man.
I don't know what it is. Maybe he just can't figure out a contract.
He already got a shirt made that said "Yeet Daddy."
Yeah, that's for his personal collection.
I know, but he was at he's supposed to be at World, or I know he's in Vegas.
Yeah, there to show support. Because if
Mhm.
he was ever gonna come back, it should have been when the Usos were feuding, like when Dusty came, when Cody
Yeah.
and Goldust was feuding.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only way I would be cool with CM Punk winning is if he did pull some bullshit. I'd be damned if he beats Roman straight up.
Yeah.
I'd be damned.
Yeah.
Uh,
Especially not after that promo Roman dropped in the car.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you could tell that these interviews were done before the Monday night promo, because everything that he said on Monday goes against everything that he was saying in those interviews.
Yeah.
So that's how you know that they just now dropping stuff. Because
Yeah.
I feel like, because reports came out that it was a whole bunch of stuff that Roman was supposed to say, but either Punk said no or WWE said no.
Yeah.
Because apparently he wanted to talk about AEW and the UFC, and I think WWE said no to that. He wanted to bring up Larry. Punk said no to that.
Yeah.
So,
and that was more so because of AJ's feelings.
Yeah. CM Punk only wins a shenanigan. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be mad if Punk tried to. I know we had fun with the Vision joining him thing, but what if he recreated his own Shield, a new version of the Shield to take out Roman, just like he created the Shield when he took out The Rock?
True.
But this time, the match doesn't get restarted by Triple H or Nick Aldis, and Punk just rises to the sunset with his new group.
Yeah.
That would be a reason for the Bloodline to get back together.
Yeah, I had saw like on one post on Google where they was like, I don't think The Rock showing up, but if The Rock came, to distract Roman and stuff, and CM Punk won to set up Rock and Roman, but I don't think, I think they're way beyond that. That's not going to happen anymore.
It all depends, yeah, because if The Rock is going to fight Roman, it would need to be at either 43 or 44.
Yeah.
But you got anything else on night 1 or night 2 before we hit our quick hits?
No.
Okay. Let me see here. I had some questions. All right, so the question about the titles changing hands, that was Zando's question. And I think we pretty much said, yeah, every title's going to change hands.
I feel like they need a reboot.
Everybody,
no.
Unless AJ winning. Oh, you know, because y'all got Lash and Nia winning, and he has AJ. So other than that, everybody else, with all the other ones, we have the titles changing.
And Jade, some things in the women's division I feel like shouldn't change until certain people come back.
Yeah, I feel like Bianca needs to come back for Jade to drop it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my bold prediction for my bonus points. Bianca shows up after the match. She doesn't take out Jade, but she just shows up. Like her music.
Put her on notice.
Yeah. Don't say Bianca return.
I mean, the only thing is though, they ain't never had no beef.
Yeah, but she needs explanations. She needs what the hell happened. Like, why she go bad all of a sudden? Like,
yeah. The Rock was invaded this week for Samaku to promote in Vegas.
I don't know. Oh, it must have been some event he was having. Because you gotta think, if The Rock showed up, it would be in either the Cody and Orton feud, because there's still unfinished business there. And then the fact that Punk called out The Rock in his promo, his pipe bomb, that was...
Listen.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Listen. There's a great way to do this Randy Orton and Cody. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes match, right? If they want to make this bigger and more interesting, his greatest rival helps him win 15.
Cena?
The host. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I know he went out on his shield as a good guy, but that
Do you think that in either the Roman Punk match or the Cody Randy match, we get a WrestleMania 17 Stone Cold Vince McMahon type handshake deal with the devil type of thing?
yeah, I heard Stone Cold's supposed to be there too.
That was one of my quick hits. Apparently, he is supposed to be there.
Yeah,
Uh,
possibly.
let me see here.
Now they could turn this whole thing into making WWE what it used to be. Like they could make it work. Like what Pat McAfee was saying, they could make it work. It came from left field. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to just make it make sense. Like it has to be people from higher powers coming in and stuff like that, and you just got to add more to the fuel. So basically, it's like you get Randy Orton, but then even if it's hurt, you find ways to protect him, but it still plays out the way that y'all really wanted to play out.
Got a subscriber question from Calvin. He said, should the rest of the Saturday night WrestleMania people pull up on Cam also?
Absolutely.
Well, Cam said he's going to be in Vegas. He said he's going to be there.
Absolutely.
At first he said it's going to be at SmackDown. Because you know Cam and Mace, they shoot their show in Vegas.
Yeah.
So he's already there. This question is from Elena. She said, if WrestleMania 42 is a flop, what do y'all think will be the biggest reason?
The biggest reason?
Mm-hmm.
It probably would have to be outcomes not playing in the fans' favor.
What you mean by that?
So yeah, the matches look like it could be a flop, right? But if you play into the fans' favor on who they want to win, then you have success.
As long as the fans go home happy.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like if you play into the fans' favor, is like they want Randy to win, you let Randy win. They want Roman to win, you make sure Roman wins. You get what I'm saying? And you just gotta play
they
it
want
off.
Javon to win, you let Javon win.
Yeah, you gotta play it off their reactions. Like y'all already talking to the refs in their earpiece. Like, man, the refs are already like kind of choreographing how the end and certain spots is supposed to go down and stuff like that. So you got to feed into kind of like what the fans want. Like some matches, you could just keep it as playing. Like AJ and Becky, you probably could keep that as playing. Tag team championships, you can keep it as playing. But ones where there's obviously a favorite, you definitely don't want to go based upon your plans when the fans are already like capitalized on how they feel.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, if Mania is a flop, then mostly it would just be because fans just don't care about the matches.
Yeah.
Based off whether either they feel the build wasn't good enough or the match itself just isn't living up to what it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a couple of matches I think could be flops. I think Jade and Rhea could be a flop. I think AJ and Becky could be a flop.
Let me ask you.
Dom and Finn.
Has there been a scenario to where both champions have sided with upper management?
Mm-mm.
I like what Xander just said, upper management interference, right?
Yeah. Make sure their guy wins.
Because Cody and CM Punk have almost had identical promos as far as talking about TKO and all this kind of stuff, and like feel the same way about Pat McAfee and everything. What if it was like Triple H who got Roman and Randy on the same page to make sure that they win, and it was his plan all along to take everything back to how it used to be?
I wouldn't be mad at that.
You weed out some of these other people, like you weed out the Brock Lesnar's, you weed out the CM Punks, you weed out the Cody Rhodes and stuff, and now you got strong new faces, but then you also got like those corporate people. Because Randy Orton is a corporate. They looked at him as a corporate creation because of all the stuff that he's been through with Triple H and everything. And then Roman, he's a corporate creation. No, I know the double C's about to mess me up. He's a corporate creation because of his family and stuff. So you use that and like, well, since y'all feel like
they're both Nepo babies.
Yeah, so since y'all feel like that's it, like third generation or whatever superstars, boom, there you go.
I mean, Pat McAfee more blatantly, but Roman subtly with the whole we this, we that, have pretty much said that they are working under TKO.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That was a good question. Appreciate that. And then she also asked, what match do you think is going to be the highlight overall of Mania?
Roman and CM Punk by far.
Yeah, I think that one has the most drama in it. It could have been Randy and Cody, but then they started doing too much.
Okay. Top 3 matches. Definitely is going to be Roman CM Punk. The ladder match, Liv and Stephanie. I think Cody and Randy comes in 4th as top matches.
I think Brock and Oba come in 4th.
Okay, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So top
Randy
5
and
matches.
Cody is top 5. Randy and Cody is top 5, but yeah,
it really all depends on how it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about the beginning. I'm worried about the end. I think it's the ending for like literally all those matches, but the ladder match, it's going to be high flying. It's going to be a lot of excitement. So that's definitely a top 5 match.
Quick hit. Gable Steveson has signed with the UFC. Did you see that?
Oh no! I hope he doesn't get beat up bad.
Yeah, well, because apparently, because the whole TKO UFC connection. So
yeah,
there you go. What else we got? So WWE is looking to lower ticket prices through the summer.
That'd be for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, you'll get people to stop really complaining, and I feel like that you'll get more interactions. Like it opens the doors for people who really want to be there, who can't afford it, to the point that it makes it accessible for them to actually go to a live event.
Nick Khan defends WrestleMania 43 being held in Saudi Arabia by claiming the fans will tune in no matter where the company goes.
I kind of agree with that. That's like a 75-25. You're going to lose some people, but if you're a fan, you're a fan. You're either going to watch it or you're going to fly to where it is.
He also says that it will still be taking place in Saudi Arabia despite Middle East conflicts. We'll see, because if we're still in a conflict like this by the time April rolls around next year, I doubt that they'll still go.
Yeah.
But who knows? If they still having boxing matches over there, then you never know.
Yeah.
But the Turkish His Majesty, whatever he's called, he was at the Tyson Fury fight, so that was in England.
Yeah.
So if they can't do it in Saudi Arabia, then I can see them moving to another place close and still doing it overseas.
I say this. I got 2 locations for you. You either do it, you just gonna have to pay out, but you do it at Wembley or you do it in Tokyo.
Tokyo will be interesting.
Yeah.
They've never done one. They've done like the Beast in the East when Brock Lesnar fought Kofi in Japan. But that was all them years ago. But they've never held a PLE there, like a WWE main roster.
Yeah. You got Wembley? No. What's in Australia?
Perth. That's
no.
doing the Elimination Chamber.
The big arena.
I don't know. Probably one of them tennis arenas.
No, the biggest one in Australia.
I don't know. I assume it's one of the tennis ones.
Hold on.
Yeah, because that Beast in the East, that's where Finn Balor beat Kevin Owens. The Demon Finn Balor beat Kevin Owens to become NXT champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Okay. Yeah. Cricket.
Yeah. So you could either do that one. That can hold 100,000. Yeah. They got a couple
Well,
stadiums. You
the
got
good thing about Mania being in Saudi Arabia is we talking about how long it's going to be for us over here on the East Coast in the States.
yeah.
It'll be at like 2 in the afternoon that day.
Facts.
Them 2
Yeah.
days.
Yep. And then Tokyo Dome if you decide to go to China.
Me, Japan.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Japan.
Funny enough, Will Ospreay said that AEW should run some shows that weekend next year when they're doing WrestleMania in Saudi.
Mm.
Well, I heard Bully Ray talk about that as well. Like if you're AEW and you want to get some traction, since they're not going to be in the States and they're going to be running their show at like 2 in the afternoon,
You
you
get
could
the
do
big
some events and do a show that same weekend at like 8 o'clock, like you always do.
Yeah.
And then you'd have enough time for people to decompress from WWE and then come over to AEW and then you can watch the show as well.
Yeah, and then you could do the big arenas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere in the States.
Yeah.
It would really be a slap in the face and a FU to the WWE if you went to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Because that's their home.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of AEW, Dynasty was good. It wasn't as good as Revolution, but it was still really good. I was happy that Kevin Knight won the TNT championship.
Yeah.
I was happy. I was mad that FTR beat Coping Cage.
Yeah, man. That one curveball me.
I was happy that MJF won, but only for them to squash him last night.
Yeah, I was talking to Germ about that, John, and he was talking to some of his boys who tuned in, and I was like, the way that they did that squash match, that's definitely indicates like a transition. All right. And it like the match between MJF and Kenny was like, what did I say to him? That was the like kind of like the farewell match for a little while. And then I read
you see his promo with Ospreay last night on Dynamite. Kenny's. Him and Ospreay were pretty much sitting down talking about how Kenny started crying and was like, I guess pretty much he's seeing his wrestling mortality and stuff like that. Because MJF kicked out of a one-winged angel.
Yeah.
And,
but yeah, I was like, MJF, he always has a good run as champion, and that match against Kenny was like the curtain call. And some people were saying that he was going to show up at Mania, but his contract is till 2027, so that's impossible.
I don't think MJF is leaving AEW anytime soon.
Nah, unless he was to buy out his contract.
Yeah.
And then, but I did read up that he's supposed to be in a movie, so he's going to be taking some time away to be in his movie.
And before we get, well, let me just go here. Yeah, and some people were mad that MJF that they put the title on Darby, but I was like, I mean, honestly, when it comes down to title changes and wins and losses, I don't take it that damn serious. It was a good splash to make after you had a great pay-per-view with MJF putting on another classic match with Kenny. You have him lose, and the way you had him lose means that this story isn't over with him and Darby.
Yeah.
Especially with the story they were telling with how Darby beat him with the side headlock takedown.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like when you remember when they put the title on Mankind because the results had got leaked. Yeah. Well, they were gonna put it on him anyway, but the results got leaked and everybody tuned in to watch it. It's kind of like what this was. Darby's been grinding. He's one of the original 4 pillars. You know what I'm saying? and you put it on him, and you gotta pop for it.
Yeah.
And I really don't understand the people that say it doesn't make sense. Does anything in wrestling truly ever really make sense?
First of all,
it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't have to.
It makes complete sense because if you look at it, MJF didn't even take Darby Allin serious.
Nope. He found out that he was having a match when he pulled in, and Renee had to scream at him like his mother to get him to listen.
Yeah. So it's like you can either play off that he wasn't prepared or the fact that he really didn't care. He underestimated Darby Allin.
And they were selling he had an injury because that match was physical as hell that he had with Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1,000 ways you go with this. I mean, like we said, every champion doesn't have to have a 5-6 month title reign.
But this is my thing. Yeah. What they did with Darby, that's what you do. That's what they should have did with hold on. Damn, what's his name? Sami Zayn. I'm sorry. Mine went blank for a minute. But underdog story. Darby is the perfect underdog story, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't look to build to be a champion. Everybody
doesn't sound like even though he was crying on Dynamite, he don't sound like a crybaby. Sammy sounds like a crybaby.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever he gets in his bag when he's talking.
Yeah. So it made complete sense. I'm happy that they moved it around. It's not the same people that's winning the title. We've been calling for Darby to win a main title for a long time.
I just want to take it off Mox.
I like the fact that, Sting made an appearance to hype him up, told him, you know exactly what you need to do. He came out.
That's how you knew he was winning.
Yeah, definitely. When I saw Sting show up, I was like, oh yeah,
they're not just calling Sting to show up just to say what's up.
Yeah.
I was happy that Ricochet beat Jericho. I did like that.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Moxley beat Ospreay.
Yeah, I was surprised, especially how Ospreay came out like that match. But
it's looking like I guess it's time to put the AEW championship on him anyway. So he's probably going to be the one to win the Owen Classic.
Mm-hmm.
And then challenge whoever's the champion at the time.
Yeah.
Darby got what they should have did for Sting back in the day at Starrcade.
Mm.
Yeah, because the way that they acted like the people didn't even come out for a Hangman like that when he beat Moxley, did they? Because Moxley was more of a Hogan-like tyrant than MJF was.
Yeah.
It made sense why the locker room came out for Sting because NWO had been running stuff for 2 years or whatever. Moxley had the AEW championship in such a chokehold that he had it in a briefcase that you couldn't see.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to change AEW and bring it back and all that. It would have made more sense for the crowd to come out and lift up Hangman. But I understand why they did it for Darby because he had been grinding for so long.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all that I got. You got anything else you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, just tune into the spectacle this weekend. It looks like it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, man. So this has been episode 196 of the Over the Road Wrestling Podcast. We are 4 episodes away from episode 200. Check me out Saturday and Sunday. I will be on both nights from 6 p.m. until the event ends on Saturday and Sunday. No pre-show for me. I got stuff I want to do both days. But this is your man, OTR Trey, a.k.a. Treyway, a.k.a. Thursday Night Trey, a.k.a. Watch Party Trey.
And sorry for my tardiness, everybody. Juggling a couple things, But so I got to do my opening. What it do? You are listening to your number one crew. This is always and forever will be Over the Road Wrestling Podcast. This is your boy JD, aka OTR Mic Drop. Peace out. Tune into WrestleMania this weekend. I think it's going to be surprising. Peace. You missed that. You can't see.